My name's Earl Johnson. I've been counting birds of prey for many years. This year I'm counting at Hitchcock HawkWatch. This is a really special place because it captures the migration of a lot of birds. Some of these hawks breed in Alaska, and some will be going all the way down to Argentina. Hitchcock Nature Center was recognized by the Audubon Society as an important bird area, and actually was the first place in Iowa that was recognized as such. Volunteers started this HawkWatch in 1991 and continued through the mid-2000s when Potawatomi Conservation started to formally support the HawkWatch and banding efforts. So having the HawkWatch and the banding station funded allows for very continuous coverage, which means a lot to these long-term data sets. Potawatomi County got this tower built, and now we can find so many more birds because we've got a 360-degree view.
I'm passionate about conservation, and there are all kinds of opportunities to contribute to conservation work in this place. HawkWatch is one of them. A team of volunteers with a bird expert counting migrating raptors, tracking species that come through, which species are declining, which species might be increasing. This helps scientists track bird health, which is very much an indicator of the health of the environment as a whole. That's a hawk, isn't it? Yeah. Southeast, just over the trees. Probably going, although he's circling now. Local. Well, first red tail I've seen today. Some of my fondest memories are on the HawkWatch Tower. Working with other volunteers, learning to identify birds, because I very much am still learning. It's a many-year process to get to know the different species of hawk and be able to identify them at a distance. I was never a bird watcher, not even a casual bird watcher, until I came here. Another red tail, yeah. He seems to be hunting. Well, Jerry should be happy we've got some locals.
I've had other visitors, who band raptors here, and they said, this is elegant. There's other places around the country, they're doing exactly the same thing, but we're the only one in the Midwest collecting data on migrating raptors as they go through, continuously, year after year for a set period of time, so it can be used more effectively by scientists studying. 8, something like that. And I think we're ready to get started. Sandy, come to work.
I'm coming to work.
The Les Hills is a land structure that runs roughly 200 miles north and south from northern Iowa down to Kansas City, basically. And it acts like a superhighway for them because they get updrafts off the cliff faces. A lot of the raptors rely on that lift to conserve energy. There's a red tail to the left of the pole, just in the gray cloud, about 10:30.
I see it.
I'm not sure it's down it goes. It's a red tail. Okay, let's do this. Okay.
So I zero out the can and weigh them. Use this little gauge here to determine what size band you would use on their little feet. The natural shape of the wing is in a curve. You'll notice how it's curved. That's what we want the measurement to look like. And that's how you band a bird.
We're banding saw-whet owls. It's a little migratory owl that breeds up in the north. This is an amplifier, handheld amplifier that tour buses use to talk. It's German. And by the end of the night, you're going to be so sick of hearing toot, toot, toot. We're just learning more and more about these little birds. They're hard to detect in the wild. The best way to find out about them is what we're doing tonight, and that's playing this audio lure, catching them in nets. In fact, I've never found one in the wild myself, and I've done a lot of looking. Particularly this time of night, for some reason. Don't need anything beside bags, right? Basically, I don't do much of anything until they catch owls. I just kind of tag along. You hear the bill clapping? It's trying to convince me that it's mean. But it's only 6 inches big. I think this.
You think it'll work?
I think it'll work for her.
Okay.
For if she's just careful. Hello. All fluffed out. Yeah, straighten your feathers out. Okay, I need to get the number off the foot. And 4, there's still a hatch here. The porphyrins, it's a chemical that's on fresh feathers, and it will fluoresce under black light. And so that's what's glowing. That tells us that all those feathers are fresh. And so when they're all fresh, that means it's a hatch year. This is its first year of life.
I saw that.
Everything in nature is connected. You know, the health of one part of the system has effects on the health of all other parts. So conservation is about making sure that the world continues in a healthy way for the generations to come.